So, speaking of tech, I'm going to go into tech.
Oh my god.
So there's 6 areas of research. Each one has like an effect. Computer gives you extra research. Propulsion makes your ships go further. Yada, yada, yada. But also they unlock things. So obviously researching weapons makes a weapon stronger. But if let's say we want to build the Enterprise D from the next generation, that is it's a command ship. Where is it? Command cruiser. There we go.
Oh my god.
Check it out.
So that's what we should be aiming for.
This is a good ship, right? It's a good baseline ship.
That'll be our workhorse ship. Yeah.
For sure, but it's quite a long way off because we need 3 in these 2 and 3 in that one
Computer.
and 4 in these.
We need 3 computer.
So until we reach these levels, we can't build it.
Right. So we need to do some research.
We need a fair bit of research. So I'm just going to check. There's like a thing that helps with research.
The Daystrom Institute.
We can build the Daystrom Institute. We can build the Genesis Lab from Wrath of Khan.
Oh, cool.
Basically, if it's in Star Trek,
Everyone always talks about the Daystrom
it's in
Institute.
here.
Yeah.
So if we beeline for that, look, it like doubles our computer research and gives people extra morale because they're so proud of it.
So that needs computer 4. So we need to get a couple of ranks of computer first.
Yeah.
So what should we get like? Should we just research first?
Yeah, if we go computers first, improve our research.
If we research, it seems like a normal thing to do in a game like this, right?
Yeah, it's always a strong move. Like, you build your libraries early
bit
and
of research, building research.
Yeah, and it just like, multiplies
I
your
do that
gains.
in most games. Anything that's like got plus 5% research, you're like, well, let's build this first.
Or we can head for this guy.
Unless you think it's worth like the trade-off of like building a new colony straight away, and then ending up with more research. Do you see what I mean?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like at the start of Civ, I usually build colonies first, and then I get research going late. But then when I get it going, it's like massive because I've built these colonies up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't build a library first. Do you see what I mean? So,
yeah, I see what you mean.
I don't know,
but it's okay because research is separate from production at this point.
Okay.
So
so it's not gonna screw us to research like.
No, we can research like computers first.
Cool.
And still build our colony ships.
So we're putting 100% into.
Yeah, I always 100%
computers.
basically.
Look at that computer.
Well, yeah, we are researching data imaging apparently.
Right. What's that? Something.
There's no tooltip.
Okay, it doesn't really matter.
No, it's not super important.
So are we already at
data
2?
imaging. We're already at 2. Yeah. So this will unlock all these things when we.
Is that because we started the game at 2?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So everything's at 2.
Everything's at 2.
I see.
So we could have started at level 1.
And these words don't mean anything. Data imaging doesn't actually mean it.
Well, if you want the fluff, it's here. Computers that can faithfully represent physical matter as data and use solid matter as long-term data storage. Practice. This allows a material sample to be duplicated as easily as a data file.
So it's like what they called
like replicators. Yeah, scanning.
Cool. We're researching replicators. And we need those. They're part of the Enterprise had those, right?
Yeah. How are you going to get hot Earl Grey tea without a replicator?
Exactly.
Will avoid engagements.
What are you doing?
I'm setting our science vessel to be on a void strategy.
Right.
So if it flies into the same ship as sector as a ship, it will try to not engage them.
Okay.
Because it's not very good at fighting.
I'm assuming this is turn-based.
Yeah, exactly.
So where are you telling it to go?
So I'm telling it to go to this star here, this unknown star.
Not the wormhole. Can we build a space station around the wormhole?
We can.
Okay, cool.
And the problem with wormholes is sometimes they don't go anywhere.
Oh.
So we could go through that wormhole and end up like on the other side of the galaxy, or we could go into that wormhole and never be seen again.
Right, and we don't want to lose our side ship.
It's our only scout
just
at the
now.
moment. It's our only armed ship that we have.
I think we should get another one.
Yeah, should we get a...
Is that like a good idea?
Yeah, man. Well, you tell me what you want, because I know how to play this.
It's only cheap.
Yeah, 3 turns of production. So we can crank out another science. And this is just the wormhole expedition.
I think we should send an expedition through the wormhole. Yeah.
That's what I'd do. I mean, if we just said... Oh, that's weird.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, if I was like King of Earth and we discovered, warp travel and there was a wormhole right next door, I would want to know what was in there.
I mean, we're like Bajor, aren't we? Or
Yeah.
Cardassia. Oh no, Cardassia's quite close to Bajor, right?
Yeah, I think they're pretty close.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're like Bajor.
We've
We've got the
closer
wormhole.
to Bajor than Cardassia.
But we're not going to start worshipping it as like a god, right?
Well, some people will. It's pretty close.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not actually that close, is it?
I'm just going to change the overlay.
Okay.
There we go.
Right. Oh, I see. So you now can see extra numbers.
Yeah, so now we can see how many people are there and what it's building.
Right. So we have started with one colony ship already?
Yeah, so we've got one colony ship, which is going to go and explore this planet here.
Right.
And then we've got science vessel exploring that planet there.
Okay.
And in 3 turns, we'll get in that wormhole.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. In turn. Bam.
We
So,
explored stuff.
oh shit, man, an M-class planet. These are really rare.
Okay.
Really, really rare. That's amazing.
Not set this up beforehand, everyone. This is a legit random generated game with a wormhole right near Earth and
an M-class planet
at Tiger Core.
And at Cygna Minor, we've got dilithium. Holy shit! That is even rarer than M-class planets.
Wow.
This seems kind of bullshit, guys, but you can't even fix this. Like, you saw me generate a map.
No, we can't. Honestly, like...
Wow. What do we go for first? Like M-class or... I think we probably want the M-class planet first.
Yeah, we can start getting the population.
Get the population going. I think we just literally land right now.
Can we name it?
And don't even colonize these other planets till later.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think the mod I put on lets you name it.
Select planet for terraforming.
Oh, no, we don't want to terraform.
That's not right.
Oops, wrong button.
This
Colonize.
system will be colonized.
Thank you.
Thank you, computer lady.
Thank you, computer.
I feel like I should explain these lines, right? So the green line is short range, the yellow line is medium, and the red line is long.
Right.
Certain ships can only go to certain ranges. So most ships can go medium range.
Right.
Scouts can go long range, and like slow heavy battle cruisers can go short.
Right, okay.
So as you research your propulsion tech, these get larger.
Right.
And they're projected from your shipyards and your starbases.
Okay.
So to explore, like over here, we have to build starbases to like
To
resupply
attack
our ships.
over there, you'd have to
Exactly.
have some pretty advanced tech.
So until we like start building some outposts, this is the limit of our like our colony ships can't go beyond this yellow line.
Oh, I'm enjoying the little space music, by the way.
Yeah, it's very Star Trek, isn't it?
It is.
So shall I just start like
An alien
moving on?
culture.
Do you remember these guys?
Marians appear to have ideals similar to our own. If we can overcome the language
I do.
barrier, we will both
Like Picard had, they only speak in like metaphors and stories.
Oh, is it Darmok and Angela?
That's the one,
Whatever.
yeah. And Picard has to like try and like his translator breaks or something.
What's that fucking thing they say? When the walls fell, Shaka.
Shaka, yeah.
System is now
Well, you can actually talk to them, and they will literally say stuff like that.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to send them a friendship request and just see what happens. They're receptive, so maybe they'll get into it without us having to like pay them any money.
Okay.
So here they are. This is their system.
Shaka.
They live on an M-class planet, Tamar. They've got dilithium, and they haven't started colonizing their other planets. They're an earlier civilization than us.
So they're a minor
race.
race.
And we can trade with them, or we can conquer them. We can like make them join the Federation.
They sound like they would be perfect to join the Federation.
Yeah, they're pretty peaceful as long
Although
as we can
do
like
need Picard to go down and
figure out their weird
like,
stories.
fight someone with a spear or something in a field, in a sort of brushy, scrubby field.
Maybe we should send Kirk.
and
He's
shout
probably
weird stuff.
better at that job,
Kirk
right?
will do that. He'll be fine with it. He'll figure it out. All right. So
Right.
Kirk.
So this is our new colony. It's got nothing but the farm that the settlers have set up.
Right.
I'm just going to do my like standard build
Already
order.
1.1 billion people there, though. So
Yeah, we sent 1 billion people on a transport,
okay.
and now they've already given birth to 1 million.
No, 100 million.
100 million.
Come on, Ben.
Holy shit. Right.
Stop referring to these billions. This doesn't make any sense, and it's putting me off.
Okay. I don't want to like, ruin your immersion.
It's fine.
course.
So here we go. Our new ship. Has it got a name? It should do.
How do you find out?
You have to redeploy, but it's not letting us redeploy.
This thing, it's like
You can see them when there's more than one ship together. You can like see a screen that shows you everything.
right.
But we can't right now.
Weird.
That is weird. Oh,
You
well, anyway, we'll find out later.
feel like you're using a Star Trek computer when you're playing this.
Yeah, because of all the beeps
And boops.
Beeps and
It
boops.
does look very Star Trekky, doesn't it? With the whole like,
with the interface.
yeah, with these kind of.
But like every other race is different. Like only the Federation have the
I think
Star
it was
Trek
a
interface.
real genius who designed this. The art director of the original Star Trek Next Generation who designed this.
Yeah, it's so nice, isn't
It's
it?
so futuristic. It looked so good on their consoles and stuff when they were like,
Alien culture has been
oh,
discovered.
this guy.
Ah, here we go.
emotions in favor of pure logic.
Well, if we're the Federation, we've got to get the Vulcans on board, right?
Be an asset
I think they were the
to the
first
Federation.
people we met, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Have been received.
They like helped us get warp travel. So the Tamarians have accepted our friendship proposal, and we've encountered the Vulcans.
So the Vulcans are also a minor race,
Yes,
right?
they have their own dilithium. They don't even live on an M-class world. They live on like a volcanic.
Sure.
Vulcan is like a horrible volcanic wasteland, and they've already started colonizing their other planets.
Okay.
So they're a bit ahead of the Tamarians.
Oh, the Tamarians.
Man. And we're
Man,
going to get this
I
guy.
feel like it's like an alter kind of. But I'm relatively enter wormhole. Oh my god.
Purchase ordered.
Right now, because the Tamarians are friends, we can start a trade route with them.
Okay.
There we go. That green line. I mean, every turn we'll get a bit more money from that. And it will start increasing friendship with them.
Okay.
So we'll just let that tick over time.
We need to learn their language.
Exactly.
Can we talk to them now?
Here we go.
Ryan Jiri at Lunka. Lunka, her sky darkened. Tembar, his eyes smiling.
Couldn't agree more with you, mate.
Oh, it's so good because that's how they talk. And that's a really good episode of The Next Generation. If you haven't seen it, like it's the classic famous one.
Yeah.
It's one of the best episodes, I think. Isn't
It's
it?
a really good one. It's a solid episode of The Next Gen.
What is that they say? Darmok and Angela at Tanagra. Something like that.
Shaka when the walls fell.
When the walls fell. And they speak in these. It's like they're all contextual things to do with the stories. Their language is all very contextual. So it's really interesting because the universal translator can't translate.
No, it can translate the individual words, but not the context.
Context, yeah. So they have to kind of. It's weird because normally the universal translator works every time.
Yeah.
It's really reliable, and everyone has a sort of American accent, weirdly. Or, except some aliens are with a British accent.
You think more aliens would have weird body language or pheromones or something weird that isn't spoken language.
But they addressed that, remember? Because there was an episode where they discovered that all of the major races had descended from the same genetic material.
Oh, that's why they're all humanoid and stuff.
So the Cardassians and everyone and Vulcans and Romulans
wow, I never
and
saw that
are all
episode.
related by a common ancestor.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
it was
the old
some
ones.
genetic engineer that seeded all the worlds.
Wow. God, how did I miss that episode? That sounds like a big one.
Well, obviously, it seems like a backronym or whatever.
That's true. Explaining it.
An episode an episode designed to kind of.
Just
so that's
cover
what
the
we went
plot.
through.
So this is it. This is where that wormhole comes out.
And that was a pretty good distance.
That's great. It's 1,
We're now
2,
in the
3,
Delta
4,
Quadrant.
5, 6, 7. It's eight movements away. It's a bit of a shortcut.
Is it pretty stable?
Yeah. If you can go through it once, you can go through it every time.
Are there any weird aliens in there?
There's someone here, but we don't have enough sensor strength to know who they are.
Right. And this is out of
range, so we actually can't move around here. We're stuck. We have to go home or stay there.
Base on there.
On the other side. Yeah.
Right. Let's get that going.
Cool. So he's going to come home, and then we'll head off for that. There's another wormhole. Holy shit!
Oh my god, what a mess!
There's a lot going on here, guys.
We'll send the same guy, I guess, or maybe send a different guy.
Diplomatic messages have been
Okay, the Vulcans are happy to be friends as well, so we'll hit them up with a trade route.
Federation is forming.
That's it. Well, this is
coming to a head.
This is the advantage of playing as the Federation. You're really good at diplomacy. People generally like you, unless you find the Norsicans who hate you on sight.
The Norsicans are the ones who stabbed Picard, and the reason he's got his artificial heart.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah. So they've got
they're kind of more horrible versions of Klingons.
They are. They're just they look a bit like Predator.
Yeah, they look a lot. In fact, there's a fan theory that they are the Predator.
Yeah, that actually does
like.
make sense, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that does make sense. Oh man. Shit, my Star Trek knowledge is actually pretty. I'm realizing right now how deep my Star Trek knowledge goes.
It's going pretty far, man.
Yeah, man. How I knew these things.
It's all coming back, isn't it? When you you don't realize how much you know until you see it on the screen. And then it all comes
but this
back.
is really. I don't know. This sort of triggers you a little bit, though. Sometimes it's like certain smells trigger certain memories, or certain sounds trigger certain. Oh, this fucking guy.
The dog guy.
Not as advanced as they would have us believe.
Right.
An important first step would be a resolution of their conflict with the Sele.
Right.
So do you remember the Sele? They're like a lizard guy race.
Sure.
And I think Picard has to make a peace between their peoples.
That seems like a classic thing.
And we met the Ferengi.
Greetings from the Ferengi Alliance.
Fucking Ferengi, man.
We are very pleased to meet
So
your
messed up.
people and look forward to a long and profitable future of
Profitable.
Diplomatic messages.
Okay. So we met those guys, and the Vulcans want to be affiliated with us, which is great.
What does that mean?
So that's the next step up from friendship, and it means we can share.
This is what actually
shipyards.
happened in the Star Trek
I know,
universe.
right? Look, so we're going to accept this, and now next turn, if they have a shipyard here, we can use it for range.
Oh my
So our
God.
range will extend, and we can resupply our
I think
ships
they
from
probably
Vulcan.
will have and then we can check out that worm. Oh, we can check out the wormhole anyway.
Yeah, should we get them in?
Wormhole H4. Is that because it's in tile H4?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So J2
J2
is
is literally J2. It says up there.
That's the best way to. It's the best way to do it. like a chessboard.
Exactly. Like there's no confusion. Everyone knows what's going on.
I don't think that's how it is in Star Trek, though. It's like
Probably not.
It's all weird space coordinates.
You never, because it's 3D, I guess. You never hear Captain Kirk saying, "Captain's log, I'm approaching
Square
D6.
D4.
Miss."
Oh shit! Was it you I was talking to you about the movie Battleship? No, it was Period.
It is Pyrian, yeah.
Fucking.
That is such a dumb movie. I hated it.
Were we
so
talking
much.
about that on the Triforce podcast?
Yeah.
That's
And I
great.
couldn't agree more with a lot
It
of
was
what
a
you
good,
guys were
It
saying.
was a good movie, old Battleship. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, no.
Wormhole Explorer tried his luck on a second wormhole. It was no good.
An alien culture has been discovered.
There's the.
He will be missed.
Klingon Empire.
Yeah.
We are a
Yeah.
race of warriors. And if you do not wish us to prove it to you, we advise you to
Okay.
stay out of our way.
The other thing I liked about Star Trek was that they were very just cool with aliens being played by black guys. And looking quite different. Do you know what I mean? So you'd get black Vulcans and black Romulans and
they just
black
never made like a big
Klingons.
deal out of it.
And
did
it was
they?
never even like, it was never discussed. And I suppose I'm totally cool with that. But like sometimes I don't know, I just did notice it. Do you know what I mean? As I watched it.
I guess because there were so few like regular black humans on the show.
Yeah.
That when there was a black alien, it looked unusual.
I mean, you got Geordie, obviously.
Oh, that's true.
And then you
Forgot
got
about Geordie.
like Cisco. I mean,
Oh yeah, I'm talking nonsense.
There were
There's like
quite
a couple of
few-
big ones.
There were quite a few. I guess I don't know. I didn't see those guys as black so much though. Whereas I sort of like, I guess when you see aliens, okay, they're also stereotypically similar looking.
Right.
Okay, like Ferengi all look very similar.
That's racist, Lewis.
Well, maybe it is, but it was a classic thing though, because all the Klingons end up looking very similar.
Yeah.
I found.
They
And
do.
in
It's
a
actually
weird
quite hard
way.
to tell them apart. Well, there's so much makeup, isn't there?
Yeah, I guess, and it's the same with all of these things. And so it was a bit weird sometimes to see, I guess, a black one because they looked so. Well, after the makeup, it doesn't really matter that much.
But with the Vulcans, like all the Vulcans look the same because they all had the same
they're
haircut,
kind
the
of
same
pale
makeup, same
space elves,
clothes.
and then you get like a black guy, and it would be like what? But then again, it was what's his name from Voyager was the black Vulcan.
I liked him a lot. I thought he was cool.
He was one of the better characters.
I liked the way he was like a proper Vulcan, not
Tuvok.
Yeah, Tuvok. That's it.
Yeah.
Like because Spock would always just like cop out and go, "Oh well, I'm going to be a bit human today."
Yeah.
Whereas
wasn't
Tuvok was
really-
just like had none of that.
Well, the classic thing that they did in the Next Generation though was they tried to put the Data sort of replaced the Vulcan role of the emotionless
Yeah,
character. Do you know what I mean?
that's right.
And then when they had Vulcans, they had to like try and find something else for them. Because Vulcan characters were always just fucking mind melding everyone.
I know
constantly.
they always said it's like an ancient right of my people that I don't want to do.
Don't do the
unless I
mind
have
meld.
meld.
It's like we're gonna have to do the mind
every
meld.
fucking time.
Yeah.
They just
like, it's
went
my
for
secret
it.
power because I'm a voltage. It's like a mind meld. It's like a racial
It was like a racial trait.
racial trait.
Oh man,
Super weird.
Select
it's a bit mind rapey though, isn't it? Like I don't want someone mind melding.
It
with
is a
me.
little bit. I don't. I'm
Especially
sorry,
someone I don't know.
I've lost track of what you're doing a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, I've just been carrying on because
So we
the
can now
early.
use the Vulcan shipyard, and that's extended out.
Yeah, here we go.
So
Look,
you're
we got the
wandering
range
around a bit
extension, but we lost the scout vessel. So this scout is like working his way around, but it's going to take him a while.
further. Okay.
Yeah, let me have a quick recap. We researched the computers.
Okay.
And I've told them to then start getting into construction.
Okay.
To improve our factories.
Right. So we have to then build the upgrades.
Yeah, that's the big one. So
What are we producing at the moment then?
so at the moment our colony is half and half. Half the population are making food, half of them are building shit.
Okay.
And they're building a university. But I'm going to get them to build a
Whereas our capital is pumping out colony ships.
capital. It's now built 2 colony ships.
Okay.
So one of them is terraforming the other planets around the M-class one we colonized.
So the colony ships can terraform stuff
Yeah, and colon. So this
and
one's
then
gonna-
colonize. Does it
Exactly.
get used up when it's colonizing?
Only used up when it colonizes, not when it terraforms.
Okay.
So it's going to finish terraforming this whole system, then it's going to go off and colonize somewhere else.
Right. So do they spread to the same?
Yeah, once
What's
we've got people on this
you don't
planet,
have
and
to
once these are
colonize every single individual.
No, you colonize like the system, and then once these guys can then
Like
spread their
bunny hop
population
over.
growth out, like with
Okay.
sublight speed.
So once it's terraformed, they will just start spreading out automatically.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
And then over here we've got, this is where the dilithium was we found, and our
Right.
second colony ship is starting to terraform over here.
So systems function. You don't have to build on each individual planet. You only build on the
No,
whole
each planet
system.
just gives you like more bonuses and more population cap.
Right. And so each new planet might have a specific bonus.
Yeah, they're already revealed. So like
Right,
at the
obviously.
moment we've got the food bonus, but we're not getting the energy bonus because we haven't terraformed that planet.
Right, I see. So have you colonized the other planet as well yet?
No, because none of these are habitable yet.
Right.
It hasn't got an M class.
Oh, I see.
So we've got to terraform one, then land on it.
And then
we
get
can
someone in
terraform
to
the
terraform
others.
the rest. Which one are you terraforming?
The barren planet.
Oh dear. That sounds fine.
It'll be fine. Once it's
Barren
terraformed.
planet. I'm Barren Planet.
For Baron Ultrapore.
The classic line. So that was a reference from our
Master of Orion series.
Is that the new Master of Orion?
Yeah.
That disappeared, that game, didn't it? We played that once and
know.
no one's mentioned it.
They've done a whole load of updates. It might be worth going back at some point.
I don't know. I mean, I used to be a very big fan of Master of Orion. I do enjoy playing with you guys, but it felt like it was a bit unbalanced at the time.
Yeah, and there wasn't a lot of content in the game at that point.
No. I mean, people want us to play Stellaris again. There was a big Stellaris update lately.
It's a huge patch. Like, I might play it.
It was
myself.
expensive too. It was like felt like a 50. I think it was like a.
It's a big DLC. It's added a lot to the game, to be fair.
But it added it a lot in the end game to the game.
Yeah, and it's made, in theory, they say it's made going tall a more valid option. You don't have to just spread all over the place.
Right, I see.
It looks pretty cool. You can build like Halo ring worlds.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like, mega structures and stuff.
I mean, there was one of those in Star Trek. Do you remember they found like a big ancient like Dyson sphere?
No, I don't think I saw that
I think
one.
well, maybe it wasn't a Dyson sphere.
Complete.
Maybe it was. Maybe I think it might have been like a thing around a planet or something.
Right.
And Scotty was in it.
Select planet.
Oh, he was hiding in the transporter
trapped
buffer.
in the transporter buffer.
Yeah,
And they got him out, and he didn't know what he was doing.
right, because everything, it'd been like 200 years or
Yeah,
something,
and he was
hadn't it?
really messing everything up.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like, I think he had to save the day because for some reason they had to use his old ship.
Oh, and he was the only one who knew how it worked.
Yeah. And so he ended up, because he felt really bad about how time had passed and he was no good anymore.
Right.
And
Did they just sort of engineer that situation to make him feel better?
It was, yeah.
They didn't really
little
need his
bit.
help.
No. It was a great episode, actually. I recommend that one as well. That's another memorable one, definitely for me. Like the one where Scotty comes back.
I remember Scotty telling
one-off
Geordie
episode.
that, like, he let him in on a little secret. He was like, because like Captain Picard was like, Scotty, no. So he was like, Geordie, I need those engines working.
How long is it going to
How
take?
long is it going to take? And Geordie was like, oh, it's going to take like 6 hours.
Yeah.
He was like, I need them done in 4. And Geordie was like, no, it takes 6 hours. and so Scotty was like, I'll let you in on a little secret. Every time Captain Kirk asked me, I always added like 50% longer.
Yeah.
Like if it took 4 hours, I said it would take 8.
Yeah.
And then when he wanted it done quicker, no problem. You always look like a hero. You're doing it quicker than is humanly possible.
He gave the secret away. That was the real. That's the best moment.
I love that. I love the
really
idea
well
that
written, actually.
that whole like original series, Scotty was just like lying through his teeth to make himself look better.
I think that fits though with the canon. It's like sometimes you hear things or you hear these fan theories and they just totally slot in to your understanding of the situation. They really just enhance like
Yeah.
story. They don't take anything away.
No, they just add a bit more to the character and the background and stuff.
Yeah,
Don't they?
and it means that on the rewatch you have this little extra kind of background knowledge of something. I said no,
Yeah.
it's like I guess it's like watching Game of Thrones for me, having read the books, is always good because I know
you know why people are doing stuff and the little
I
background
know
things.
a little bit more detail sometimes, and so I mean in a way it's different because it's you know what's going to happen. It's different watching something back a second time, I guess, with more info or less info. I'm not someone who tends to watch things over and over again, though, or read things over and over again. These guys are doing it all right.
I'm going to offer them an affiliation.